Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Science of Bizarre. I am Jason Pineau, and if this is your first time tuning in, I am teaching you guys the science behind sideshow and street performance. Enjoy! So, today on Science of Bizarre, we are going to be talking about the ancient art of sword swallowing. So, sword swallowing was originally developed in India around 2000 BC by shaman priests to demonstrate their invulnerability and closeness to their gods. Later came swallowing multiple swords and even curved swords, and recently, because this is the 21st century and we gotta ramp things up a little, we've even gone as far as a fellow Canadian by the name of Ryan Stock putting a running power drill down his throat. Now, I'm not crazy enough to ever learn how to swallow a sword, but I did meet someone in Australia who is, so here's his performance now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sword is going to be pushed down my esophagus, right? It's going to go past my epiglottis, pushing past my heart and lungs, pushing past my esophageal sphincter and rest just inside my stomach. At which point, every man in the audience will become jealous their girlfriend is not me. I will then bend down. These are really good jokes, people. Not funny in Melbourne, okay? I'm going to bend down at the waist, taking care not to cut myself internally and look around at all of the people, all of you guys, at which point hopefully you guys go absolutely insane. Hopefully. I'll then attempt something that very few sword swallowers in the world can actually do. At 21 years of age, after 3 years of practice, I'm actually very proud to be able to call myself one of the youngest sword swallowers in the entire world. Which means that in the 3 years it took most of you to get a degree in university, I learned how to deep throat on the street for money. Now,
I'm going to interrupt this performance with a quick diagram to show roughly where your heart and lungs are in location to the sword being swallowed, which it puts the heart right around the front of this actual sword. So when you swallow it, this will actually push your heart forward a quarter of an inch. So it's definitely one of the reasons you do not want to do this.
here we go!
So the first thing you need to know how to do to learn how to swallow a sword, first thing you need to learn how to do before you swallow a sword is how to brush your teeth. That's right. Well, I'll actually explain. So it takes about 3 years to learn how to swallow a sword properly and desensitize yourself, but that's where the science comes in, is desensitizing your gag reflex. That's your main concern when it comes to learning how to swallow a sword. So your gag reflex can happen for many different reasons, but in this case, it's putting something down your throat that's not supposed to be there. Sticking anything down your throat is going to cause an involuntary gag reflex, which you cannot control, but there is a way to get rid of it. And the way you do that is how I was talking about earlier about brushing your teeth. Everyone's body is different, so therefore everyone has different points where they start to gag. Now you need to find yours by getting a toothbrush and going as far back into your mouth as you possibly can until you start gagging. And that's That's where you start. And once you find that spot, you need to basically brush that gag spot where you start to gag, a little bit past where you start to gag, for 10 seconds every day until it stops. And then you'll have a gag reflex that's a little further back, and then you just keep going a little further back and a little further back, and it takes a long time. Just for the mouth and the tongue itself, and then you got to work on the throat. Yeah, you don't. Personally, I don't want to do that every single day for 10 seconds. So one more thing sword swallowers need to learn about their bodies before they can swallow a sword is if their esophagus is curved when it meets the stomach or it's straight when it meets the stomach. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and have a great day. Alright, here's an extra video for you guys. This is balloon swallowing. It's a lot safer than sword swallowing, and it's a sped up version, so here it is.